Hello people of YouTube, how are you today? It is me, Abby, and today I'm doing a video inspired by one of my favorite YouTubers of all time. Technically this is literally her exact video, I'm not even joking, I'm doing my makeup based off my horoscope. And I thought this was a very interesting thing because usually, I don't believe in horoscopes at all. I don't ever look at my astrological signs or look up a horoscope any day. I barely found out I was a Libra maybe 2 years ago. Not even joking. Didn't even know that there was a thing about zodiacs and stuff like that. And I kinda last night did a whole bunch of freaking research on my zodiac sign, and I found out a lot that I'm gonna be telling you guys today. A lot of stuff that seems pretty accurate. Some things just feels I feel like that's everybody, and some things that are just stupid as hell. I also really want to do this because apparently all the zodiacs have this specific color scheme. When Mikey or Glam and Gore, when she did this video, hers was rusty reds, scarlets, dark reds, black, plums, burgundies, stuff like that. Like dark, really red colors. When I look up my color palette, pastel pink, baby blue, seafoam green, the littlest touch of purple. I'm going to put a picture in right here. As you can see, it's very, very pastel-y blue, pink. And as you guys know, lately I have been doing blues and, many other colors. But I don't tend to wear just blue, just pink. In fact, I never wear pink or seafoam green. So, I thought this would be interesting. So today I'm going to do my makeup for y'all, and we're going to be talking about our zodiac and everything there is to know about me. And for me, if you guys haven't heard it by now, I am a Libra. I was born October 17th, 1999, and let's get started. Okay guys, before I start doing my eyeshadow, as I showed you before, the color story is mainly blues, some greens, and a couple purples. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. But for me, I'm going to be using the new Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette in order to do it, because I feel like it has those beautiful variations of blue, these two beautiful seafoam greens, these purples, and are going to be our color palette. I'm not going to be making this a tutorial or get ready with me. I'm going to just be doing my makeup and telling you shit about Libras and saying if it's true or not. So let's get started. Okay, according to Google, a Libra is a very attractive and deeply established part of the zodiac. They like harmony, fond of social aspects, and they often want things to go smoothly. They can cause a bit of a controversy because of their behavior and their attitude. Honestly, not false. Okay, off that right away, I wouldn't really necessarily say that I'm, a super attractive person. I do think I have a lot of features on me that I do find beautiful and stuff, but I wouldn't say I'm basically I'm only attractive. I think every zodiac in their own right is beautiful and attractive, I kind of don't like that already, and they're fond of social aspects. I really would say it's for me personally, it's definitely a maybe. I'm not the kind of person that is really big into social events. I'm kind of I'm not gonna say shy, but I'm definitely how do you say, I like to go out, but I don't like to go do something crazy with a bunch of people. I do not like being crowded. I do not like all that, and then causing a controversy with their attitude and behavior. That I find true, because for me, if I am one thing, I have an attitude and I have a little bit of a weird behavior. I'm rather very, very sweet, or I am very, very angry and mean. I'm one or the other, and it's really hard to get the get the mean version of me out. For me, I'm never really mean to people, never, unless they make me mad. But if you get on my bad side and you bring out my attitude, I'll go full off on you. That part is a little bit true, But also, can we appreciate this blue? I also didn't want to be doing like a review because there's been so many already, and I got my palette a little bit late, so there's already like too many, so this is kind of a review, but just because I feel like I'm not going to be going too deep into it, I'm going to link a couple videos below of some of my favorite like jawbreaker reviews and stuff. So check it out. And also I'm going to be linking Mikey or Glam and Gore's video on her Zodiac look, so you can check it out. So yeah. Also, according to Google, a Libra is somebody who is like friends with anybody. Like anybody can be friends with a Libra. We're not like, like a bunch of like angry people, all that, like, you get what I mean? We're not like terrible people. Apparently a lot of the Zodiacs like to be friends with us, which is very interesting because I don't have a lot of friends, but usually if I do meet somebody off the bat, like I will get along with them and they'll get along with me because I do feel like I don't want to be like that kind of person, like self-indulged, but I would say that I'm a nice person, especially to new people, but I don't have a lot of friends. I really, really don't, and I kind of also don't care to, if that makes sense also. Like, I like the people I have in my life, and I'm really bad when it comes to making new friends because I am a very, very awkward human being in real life. Like, actually awkward, like, oh my god, that's her kind of deal. Most of the time, I'm a hermit in my own house. So, yeah. The next thing it says, like, on about Libras is that we are people that get very, very stressed very, very easily because we try to make everybody else happy. Kind of hate to say it, but it's kind of true about me especially. Like, I try to make everybody happy in my life because a lot of shit does go on behind the scenes that y'all don't see. So I do kind of agree with this to a certain extent because, like, I don't think I try to make everybody happy, but I do like to make people happy. I think that's everybody though. No matter what the Zodiac is, I feel like if you're a good person and you have somebody in your life you care about, and you just want to make them happy, no matter who the person is. Definitely like the blues in the picture. Also, another thing about like the Libra is apparently, being happy themselves is like an internal struggle. So that's kind of interesting to know because, like, I do put on like a happy face, but I think everybody goes through like something where, being happy is rather really, really easy for them to do or really, really hard to them, or they will put on a happy face kind of deal. You get what I mean? Like being, depending on what the situation is. I feel like that's something like everybody kind of goes through. Like, my sign for being like a Libra is like the scale, which is, I feel like, is like the most boring part of being a Libra. Like, everybody else, the bull, the Leo, a lion, like, I think it's Taurus that's the bull, I don't know, but in a way, it's kind of boring that we're just a scale, and it's also ironic for me because I'm a fat ass, so being a scale is a little, like a hee-hee moment. By the way, I love how this green is connecting to that blue. I'm going very lightly with it because I don't want it to be super pigmented. I want it to be like a nice like gradient because this green is definitely a green I've seen in that color scheme. Libra's ruling planet is Venus, which is cool. I would have never thought about that. I don't really care that much, but Venus is a interesting planet. I would have never thought about that. My favorite planet is Uranus or Saturn. And I'm not even joking. I just think they're pretty planets. I just, people are going to make that joke. Uranus. A Libra's element is air. Positive traits are that we're charming, we're attractive, we're flirty, we're friendly, stuff like that. And negative traits is that we're shallow, fickle, and oversensitive. For the positive traits, I don't think I'm charming at all. In fact, I think I'm very, very annoying to people, and most people do not like that about me. Again, I don't feel like I'm attractive in certain aspects. Like, I'm not going to be, like, overly, like, conical on being attractive. Like, most days, I don't even wear makeup. I don't care how I look. My hair is always in a Lorax mustache bun. So, you know, that's an interesting thing to mention. And when it comes to, like, the negative traits, I don't think I'm shallow. Like, you know, if I really think about it, I've never, like, actually, like, you know, wanted to do everything for just me, and, like, not been open-minded. But at the same time, I feel like we can all be shallow in our own ways. Fickle is, like, you always, like, change your interest on something. I don't think that, like, I have an interest in makeup, I have a ton of makeup over there, and it hasn't changed within the last, like, 10 years, you know? I like painting and doing ceramics, that hasn't changed in the past 10 years, you know? Like, I really don't, like, believe in that too much. Like, I feel like that's kind of a crock of shit. And then being overly sensitive, kind of true, kind of not. You know, I've been told from, like, not just the internet and YouTube, but, like, people from high school, kill yourself, fat ass, all that kind of stuff. And I at first, like, especially in middle school, I did take it to heart, and I was overly sensitive about everything. But, like, now if somebody says it to me, I'm just like, haha, shut up, go away. You know, I don't care anymore, kind of deal. So, yeah. This palette is freaking amazing. As you guys know, like, I do like blue eyeshadows and stuff. But, like, I'm not obsessed with blue. In fact, the funny thing is that blues are, like, you know, a Libra's main color. Blue used to be my favorite color for the longest time. Like, I actually did love blue and blue everything. But, like, I would never, like, wear it. You know what I mean? Like, I just appreciated the color because it was, like, the color of, like, the ocean. Kind of, and I love the ocean. But within, like, the past 5 years, my favorite colors are definitely, like, gray, black, and red. I don't wear, like, clothing that's blue. I don't wear jewelry that's blue. Like, if I do blue, it's like makeup, you know? It's like how I definitely hate the color white and yellow. Like, I hate those colors, but I will make an exception when it comes to makeup. I will never wear it in clothing, but makeup, yeah. For the personality traits of a Libra, apparently we are so obsessed with our looks, like, on being attractive and external beauty, and I'm already crying crock of shit because I'm a Libra, and if I really did care about my beauty, like, would my hair never be washed and in a bun? Would I, like, 90% of the time never wear makeup and I'm still in my pajamas? I'm not even afraid to mention this, haven't shaved my legs in, like, 3 weeks. Like, they are prickly. I can't even get my feet this high. They're prickly and hairy. I'm just really that lazy kind of deal. And also the fact that I nick myself all the time when shaving. So I really don't like to do it. So I'm already calling the cock. I don't really care, like, about my overall beauty, but I do care so, like, about my looks in a way. Like, I feel like that's everybody. Like, they want to be, like, beautiful and stuff. I take care of my skin with skincare. Like, you know, I'm not sure if I posted the night routine yet, but when I do, you'll see a little bit on, like, the skincare and all that stuff I use, you know. And also the fact that I do shower every single day, sometimes twice a day. I put my deodorant on, I brush my teeth. I do everything else to, like, for attractive and, you know, overall health and hygienic purposes. My voice. But, like, I'm not going to say, like, I'm so fixated on my overall beauty. Again, crock of shit. And apparently, like, Libras are, like, overly, like, they're very, like, serious and, like, sensitive. Sorry, it's really hard to talk while I'm cutting my lid. Y'all also know, like, I hate to cut my lid, but I need to pack a really bright color on my lid, so we're gonna make an exception. Like, apparently we're, like, really serious. I wouldn't say, like, I'm serious at all, because I feel like I'm the least serious member of, like, my family. Using Jeffree Star brushes with his own palette. I have one eye closed, so it's hard to see. I'm gonna go into sour. I really wanna, it's part of, like, the green tones. Ooh. Never seen a green like this before. I'm gonna, like, pack my brush and pack my lid. What do y'all think? But going back to, like, being overly serious, like, I don't think, like, again, I don't think I'm serious. I think, like, I'm the person in my family who makes a freaking joke of everything and people get mad at it. You know, they're the ones that get serious, and I only get serious when it comes back at me. So, kind of true, kind of not. I kind of cut too high at my lid, but you can't tell because I got hooded eyes, so, you know, not bad. This green is a lot darker than I thought it was going to be, but hey, it turned out nice. Also, apparently Libras are, like, really good, like, humorists. Like, we are, like, good at, like, making jokes, like, making light of a bad situation kind of deal. Kind of agree with it, kind of disagree. I don't think, like, I'm, like, super funny. I feel like I do have some funny things about me. Like, I can make a fat joke about myself in 2 seconds and not care, you know? I think I'm funny, but at the same time, I'm not. That's what I think. Like, I feel like I can make people laugh if I wanted to, but in general, I'm not funny. But I feel like it's, like, accidental humor, you know what I mean? Like you say something and then it turned out to be funny to some people, and then you're like, oh, maybe that was funny. Yeah, that kind of thing. We're also, like, apparently magnets to people, and I'm also calling shit on that because, like, I do not see myself as a magnet to anybody. I definitely would say I do not draw people in like a magnet. I am a hermit, and I will say that to the very end. Okay. Next thing to know about a Libra. Right now, I'm not done with the eyes. You already know my whole thing about eyes. I go back and do them, but, like, actually, you know what? Cut that. I'm going to add a little bit more blue onto this eye. But the next thing you need to know, like, about Libras is apparently, like, we demand personal space, and we cannot be rushed. And, again, I can agree with that. I am definitely like that. You rush me, I'm never going to get anything done, and I will make it, like, really bad and actually make things worse. But, and, like, also the personal space thing is so true. Like, I hate when people are up in my space and are rude to me and, like, oh my god, like, but again, I feel like that's everybody. You get in their face, like, you know, like that, you're going to get, like, you're going to make that person mad. I don't think I've ever seen a person that can handle, like, people getting, you know, like, right up in their face and stuff, but, you know, there's always something. By the way, that is my washing machine. Yeah, it sings to me, but, like, I feel like that's everybody, like, see, this is why I think horoscopes are, like, kind of bullshit, because, like, it's, like, generic things that anybody can, you know, feel or go through or deal with kind of deal. Like, I feel like, you know, everybody has their own thing on personal space. Oh, I just wiped off the tail on that one. Oh, no, actually, no, not bad. You know, we all need our personal space. And I know you see the blue when I put concealer, it'll get hidden. Also, like, apparently, like, we're highly sought after individuals, which I'm kind of unsure about what that means. Like, you know, we're, like, depending on, like, the job type, apparently, like, we're also, like, very creative, you know, very sweet kind of people. You know, I can kind of see that. This is a little too dark for me. Yeah. You know, I'm going to add a little boop, boop. Almost freaking got that on my floor. And we're going to go down. Zodiac. You know, like, depending on what it is, you know, like, I don't think all Libras are sought after. Like, you know, there's a Libra out there who's an asshole, who that nobody likes. And also from the articles I read, like, it said that too, like, you know, we're highly sought after, individuals. But I'm like, what does that mean? Like, sought after for what? Like, friendship, companionship, work, you know, fights. I feel like it's like a work thing. Like, that's the first thing I go to. And I could say that's not true. It took me forever to get a job. Like, my first ever job, and I'm 19. And, like, I used to be in a lot of, you know, things in high school, from choir to ceramics and art. And, you know, I never felt, like, highly sought after either. You know, like, again, I feel like I'm going to say that a lot throughout this video. Like, again, and, like, But also, I don't want to judge people on their horoscopes, because I know a lot of people, you know, they're very, like, spiritual, and they do believe in horoscopes, and all that other stuff. And, you know, like, I respect you. You believe in horoscopes, I'm not going to judge you on that. For me, I don't believe in them. I feel like, you know, they don't make sense, and I think they're just a thing that makes people feel good. But astrology, on the other hand, is completely different from, like, horoscopes, and that, you know, I feel is, like, very interesting. I've never been, like, super into astrology, but I do understand, again, why people are into it. So, yes. Next up on the whole Libra thing is that we are easygoing, lovable, we're very loving and a little lazy. And, you know, I agree with that. I feel like I am easygoing. I feel like, you know, if plans change, kind of, like, for example, if a plan changes and we decide to, like, go somewhere, you know, I'll be happy with it. I really have trouble, like, explaining certain things. But, like, I do feel like I'm easygoing, like, you know, I do what my friends like to do. Like, if they want to go have fun, I'll go have fun. Very loving. I, again, feel like that's true. I love my cat like if it was my own child. I love my nephew like if he was my own child. But trust me when I can say, like, if my attitude comes up, everything can change in a second. This new concealer I'm using, which is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear concealer. This is really good. It feels like the Tarte Shape Tape, and it's, like, nice and, like, glowy, and I really like that. So just wanted to put that out there too. But and then the little lazy thing, true, but to a certain extent, because, like, don't get me wrong, you know, you give me something to do, I will do it, and I won't quit the entire time. But if I have nothing to do, you know, I'm gonna be fucking lazy. Like, if there's nothing literally for me to do, or I'm not at work and I'm, like, at home, there's no, like, chores or anything else to be done, I will sit on the couch and I will watch TV for the entire day. Like, I am very, very lazy when it comes to that. But, like, in general, like, laziness, like, even if I do my job, no, I put, like, full effort in when it comes to, like, my job and stuff. But, like, I get it. You know, but again, I feel like, I told you I was going to say that again, for anybody who's over the age of 21, if you're watching, every time I say the word again, take a shot. Because I feel like y'all be wasted or dying of alcohol poisoning. I thought, wisely. And the next thing that makes me freaking laugh is that apparently we want a fairy tale wedding, and we want a fairy tale life, and, like, find the perfect partner. Not true for me. I fucking hate fairy tales. By the way, I'm, like, dumping. Look, do you see all the Coke? I got all over my shirt. I hate fairy tales. I do not want to get married, ever. I don't want to have kids. You know, the perfect partner thing, kind of true, but again, everybody, like, they want to find somebody who's, like, their equal and cares about them kind of deal. So I understand that. But fairy tale, no. I don't want a fucking fairy tale wedding. I don't want to get married ever. And the thing is, I say that now, but, like, kids, I actually don't want. Like, I don't want to have kids. I don't want to have children. But getting married is, like, the one thing, like, I am open to. I just, like, marriage is the one thing that also scares me because I'm not a person of, like, commitment. I will make commitment to anything else that's not, like, relationship-wise. Like, I'm really bad when it comes to dating because I have dated people who are total assholes and have been nothing but jerks kind of deal and have never been, like people, like, essentially dating me just to try to get in my pants kind of deal. And so, like, when it comes to, like, commitment, I'm not like that. Like, in fact, right now, I'm not dating. I don't want to date because I feel like, you know, not only do I have, like, growing up to do, I want to find somebody who I truly am genuinely interested in, have a connection with, you know, somebody who knows my views and can appreciate them and understand them or agree with them kind of deal. Like, I don't want to find somebody who wants to date because they just want a girlfriend or they just want to have sex. Like, I'm not like that. I definitely am not. And, you know, I'm just trying to find somebody special in this small little world. But fairy tale, no. Yeah, I kind of got off topic with that. fulfilling your fantasies. Like, apparently, like, Libras are, like, they are calm and peaceful, but apparently they're freaks in the sheets. Cannot vouch for that, not gonna mention that. Not gonna, that is, like, a no comment zone for me. But I just found that really funny. Like, in normal life, they're, like, very calm and very energetic and, sweet and loving. But then, you get them in bed and apparently they're crazy. And, again, no comment. But also, what I was trying to say about the whole marriage thing is, like, I'm open to, like, getting married one day. But I have to find somebody, like, I truly have a connection with. I've mentioned this on my channel before, maybe a long-ass time ago. But I don't believe in love. Like, finding your true love. Finding that one, like, your soulmate. I don't believe in soulmates at all. I feel like that's a crock of shit. Again. But I do believe you can find somebody you have a connection with. This just got very, very personal. Very, very personal today. Also, Libras and Aquarius are, like, the perfect matches together, and I'm, like, thinking back to everybody I have dated, and I'm also really bad, again, I don't know anything about the Zodiac, so I'm, like, I kind of had to, like, look things up, and I felt like I shouldn't have, but everybody I've dated has been, like, kind of close to my birthday, like, it's, like, November, December. I only had dated one person whose birthday was, like, in July, so again, I really don't feel like it's true. Maybe one day I will date an Aquarius, and who knows what will happen. Can we also appreciate my base right now? Like, I'm looking very, like, glowy right now from that concealer, and I really like it. I really like glowy. Like, as you guys know, I have really, really bad dry skin. I have combination skin. Like, my under eyes get really oily. The sides of my nose kind of do too, but, like, the rest of my nose gets super dry, and then my eyelids get oily, so, like, I gotta, like, pack the powder on certain parts, and then not pack powder on others, so. But this foundation, the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear, is, like, my favorite, because it makes your skin, it gives you, like, a nice coverage. It's very, like, watery, too, so it doesn't feel like you're wearing a lot. And then also, it's glowy. I like the glow because it makes your face look alive. Okay. Next thing to know about Libras is apparently when they're sad, when Libras are sad, they literally try to make everybody believe that they're fine. Like, they don't like people knowing that they're sad. They don't like, being sad. They don't like letting anybody know anything about that. They always like to perceive people as being happy to make other people happy. Sorry, I gotta smile to do this. They really, really... Sorry. They really, how do I say it properly? They apparently really, really, like to see other people happy. And when you make them sad because you're sad, you end up feeling worse. So you just don't say anything at all. And I agree with this, especially for me. If I'm really upset, sad, or depressed, I don't tell anybody. I refuse to. I, don't like to tell people anything about me that's, like, sad or depressing. So I hold it in and I never tell anybody unless it's somebody that I can completely trust. And I know they won't judge me depending on what it is, kind of deal. You know what I mean? Like, that I truly do agree with. And it is sad. Like, if I'm sad, I really don't go to talk to people. I don't like to. I feel like I'll be judged, kind of deal. So I do agree with that. Libras like next love to like be pampered and like being calm and collected, and I agree with this one actually because I love getting pedicures and manicures. I love doing my makeup. This is my own version of like pampering myself, I totally agree with this. And, I'm doing that right now. Like, this is me pampering myself. In fact, next week I'm going to be getting my nails done. They need to be done. Look at how gross they are, but yeah, and this is like the one thing I'm not going to say again that people like, because I know people who hate being pampered. They don't like massages, they don't like to be touched, they don't like any of that kind of deal. So, one thing that I feel like is true about Libras, like, especially me, I love being pampered. Love it. I think today I'm not going to be contouring my nose. I really like what my nose is doing right now. I just went like with the bronzer. I really like how it turned out, so I really don't think I'm gonna have to, do much. I bronzed up a lot today. I have a tan going on from vacation and stuff, so I'm using like my darker foundation and like seeing myself with like even like a little like 2 shades darker skin. Well, my chest is still like light as fuck, but my arms are dark as hell and my legs are dark as hell. Finally got a tan on my legs. I consider that I love tanning and stuff, and I wish my chest would tan though. My chest does not tan. It's really like my neck. My neck never tans. I will like put freaking soft tanner and stuff on my neck. And like bronzer, I've never used soft tanner. I don't know why I said that. What do you guys think so far? I'm really enjoying this. Look. Also, I'm kind of doing like my base makeup too, because apparently like Libras like go heavy on trying to be attractive, So when I think of like the whole attractiveness, a lot of people like being tan, nice bronzer. I think of everything that's in right now, and do that, and also do it with what I do personally with makeup. Like again, the eyeshadow is kind of based off like the Libra kind of thing. So yeah. Okay, staying with like the pinks and stuff too, because apparently, Libras, are like pink. And I didn't put any pink on my eyes, so I'm going to go in with my Estee Lauder blush. This one right here has a little bit of shimmer. It's like the brightest pink I have, and I do feel like it would go very nicely with this look. I was going to get my shimmer one from Sleek, but I feel like that has too much shimmer, especially for this look. So, and also with how bronzed I am, it's going to be like very like a little too pink, if you know what I mean. And I'm not gonna be like taking it all the way up like I usually do. I'm gonna like kind of keep it mainly on the apples, because me, I usually do like super intense blush. I'm still gonna be doing it like super intense, but I'm not gonna be dragging it like literally all the way up to my eye like I usually like to do. But I am gonna be keeping it in the same direction that I always like put it, like, and like buffing it in. I really like this blush too. Like this blush is like, it's not super subtle, it's not super pigmented, it's like that perfect amount of pigment so you can put on your face, not look like a clown, but not look like you don't have anything on. The next thing about Libras is that we are apparently excellent communicators. Like, apparently anybody can come talk to us. I just dropped my blush brush, give me a second. And I'm back. Apparently, like, anybody can come talk to us, we're excellent communicators. I don't want to toot my own horn here, but I 100% agree with that. Because every time I have one of my friends like has a problem, they do come talk to me, and I feel like I can talk them through things, especially like within the last 2 years. I cannot say this like in full on camera, but within like the past 2-3 years, a lot of bad stuff has happened with me and my friends, and it's a lot of stuff that ended up involving like police and stuff. I can't get into it. I can't discuss things at all. But I had a friend who was in the end like very upset, and I talked to them to keep them on their feet and make sure they were okay. They always came to talk to me, this person, and I kind of feel honored that they felt like talking to me of all people. But again, I'm not going to get too indulged with this, but I do think I'm a good communicator. Okay, back to the whole Libra thing. Next thing that I saw like on a thing about Libras is like their health concerns. Like they had this entire page just to talk about like Libra's health and what they should be worried for, which kind of rattled my nerves, if you get my drift. Like, and it kind of makes sense, especially for me. Like, they have to worry about their kidneys and their bladder. Kind of agree with that because I've had problems with my bladder before, a couple times. And, you know, that's one thing I have been worried about, especially the fact that I don't like to mention, like, my health issues, but I do have, like, hyperthyroidism, and it has caused me some, problems in the past and, you know, kind of leading up to the future, so kind of agree. You know, not going to get too in-depth with it. Okay, now I'm going to highlight, and I'm going to be using a pink highlighter of all things. I've never used this highlighter before. I don't even know what brand. It's like, it has a J-I-S, I think. I cannot tell, but it's called Bellini. You know, sticking with the whole pink thing, I'm going to just go over the dome. Boop, boop. I've never used this highlighter before, and I don't know if I like it already. Because I don't go for, like, pink highlighters. I go for, like, champagne-y, what is it called? Champagne gold kind of highlighters. I don't hate it. I just feel like this would be good over another highlight, and if I was doing, like, an extreme pink, like, kind of look. You know what I mean? Because, like, look how pink this highlight is. Next thing about Libras is apparently going back to the whole humor thing. Like, you know, apparently we're, like, good humorists, but, like, apparently, like, our humor is very, very sarcastic and, like, self-deprecating. Agreed. But I feel like that's, like, everybody who has something they don't like about them, and they just, like, put that in. Like, for example, I like to make fat jokes about myself, because I am fat. Then holy hell. And, okay, not gonna lie, this on the nose looks really freaking pretty. Like, I actually really like that. I do tend to make a lot of fat jokes about myself, and my friends get very angry with me and my family, and I'm like, why can everybody else make fat jokes about me and I can't? I'm taking back something. Like, you know. But apparently our humor is also very sarcastic, you know, which means, like, you just make everything fucking crazy. Kind of agree with that. Like, my humor is never really sarcastic. It's more, offensive than anything else, you know? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I make some offensive humor, you know? I make very, very dark jokes. To friends, to family, loved ones. Sorry. But, you know, I can agree to a certain extent that my humor is very, very dark. Okay, I'm going to be going back in the eyeshadow right now, and I'm not sure, like, if I want to go, like, Bite Me, because there are purple tones in this palette, or, like, delicious to, like, smoke it out, because of the fact that this look is very bold, it's very green, it's very blue, and I'm not sure if I want to take it to the next level kind of deal, so, you know, fuck it, we're going to do it to the next level. Okay, I just applied a lip, a little bit of mascara, wiped off my bake. I'm going to set my face, but this video is not over yet, because you think I'm going to just do makeup. I'm going to change into what my horoscope and my Zodiac sign says is my color and my outfit. Be right back. Hey guys. Okay, for my own freaking pastel cover up for what a Libra should wear, I decided to go with this nude pink top that's also a V-neck and light wash blue jeans with my normal black sandals because I really didn't have anything else to wear. But I'm gonna let you know something right now. Fucking hate this shirt. Not gonna wear it. I'm back. I know when you saw that, you probably thought I was crazy for a second. I am. That I just ripped a shirt that I did own. Never worn that shirt once, too. So, just to let you know, though, it's like a $5 shirt from Walmart. Don't feel sorry for ripping it. If you guys enjoyed this video, remember to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more content. I also hope you guys enjoy the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette. I know I didn't, this technically wasn't a review, but I want to let you know, with the colors I used, They were freaking amazing, pigmented, a little powdery with the blue, but I feel like I've always had trouble with blue eyeshadows and even green eyeshadows, so like I'm not marking it too many points, but like it was freaking amazing. I loved it, and then that navy I put on my bottom lash line, freaking loved it. Turned out great. Couldn't say anything else, but in the end, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, click the little bell icon to see more videos from me, and check the links down in the description for all the videos and stuff that I mentioned, and also my links for Instagram and Twitter. Check it out. Have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.